Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to explain you about how you can configure GTM and Google Analytics if you're an enterprise and your end goal is to see something which is visible on the screen. So if you're an enterprise and you are running three different environment of your application or a website like stage, live and dev, and in your Google Analytics you want to see the comparison between the data which is coming to your website or an application. So for this tutorial I'm assuming that you are pretty much knowing about GTM and Google Analytics basics. So before starting the demonstration, let me give an overview what we are trying to achieve in this. So if you are an enterprise and you are running a website or application which is hosted on three different URL, one is stage.com, one is dev.test.com, and another is live.test.com, and you want to see in your Google Analytics how the data that is coming to these three different websites being displayed. So what we will do for that, so if you are pretty much aware about GTM, then Google Tag Manager, it is something called a container. Each container will have some container code which you need to put on your website, and then the tracking happens. So let's get to this Google Tag Manager. So for this demonstration, what I will do, I will quickly go to container and create one new container for the demonstration. So let's call our container, let's call this container test.com. Then I'm using this for a web purpose, and let's create it. Okay, so yeah, so my container is created with a test, and now this code snippet you need to paste on your website or an application which you want to do the tracking and all. So I'm assuming that this step you are aware about. So once this is done, just click on OK. Now what we are trying to do, we have something called a container, then we have tags, triggers and variables. So tag, first we are going to configure. So tag is nothing but a G4 tag, which is Google Analytics tag. So for this purpose, what I will do, I will go to my Google Analytics. Okay, let's create a new property. I will give this name property test, and then just click on next. So this is basically small, you need to fill couple of things, so just create. Okay, it will take around few seconds. Okay, so my property setup. So now it is asking me to set up a data stream. So this part gets interesting from here. So what we are doing here, so we are having three different environment of our application or website. So what we will do, we will set up a data stream for each URL. So this will be a single data stream, this will be other data stream, and this will be a third data stream. So just head to the analytics, we choose a platform web. It's asking me, so call it dev.test.com, just call it dev and create a stream. So what we will do, we will create three different streams under a single property. So yeah, we'll come to these details. Now let me add another stream. We will call it stage.test.com, stage. Okay, and now the final one, which is, call it live.test.com, let's call it live, and we are done. So yeah, we are done with that. So what we have done, we have under one single property, which is test, we have created three different data streams, one stream for each environment which you want to track. So after configuring this, what we will do, so we have to configure something called a tag. So we'll go to a Google Manager. This is the environment which we created, test.com. So we'll go to tags. Inside this tag, okay, before going to tags, this will be, we'll do it later on. Then we go to triggers. Triggers is basically when our G4 tag will be firing, and the interesting part, the main part of this setup is variables. So this is very interesting thing, and you should pay a little much more attention to it when I'm explaining. So variables are kind of a simple variable which we have in programming language. It stores certain kind of values. So in this case, in our case, for our use case, we will use something called a lookup table. So there's something called a lookup table. So a lookup table you can consider as a key value pair. It's kind of a map thing from a programming perspective. So if I go to variables, then let's see how this lookup table works. So go to variable, and then I will go to user defined variables, and then let's click on, then you can see something called a lookup table. So you can see this under utilities, there's something called a lookup table. So yeah, this is called a lookup table, and you can see input variables. So input variables, these are certain variables. So what they represent. So these variables are nothing but they will hold some specific value. So for example, page host name, what it will do. So if you have injected your GTM code to a specific website, and whenever you are visiting that website, then GTM, inside GTM, this page host name would be set to the host name of that particular website. In our case, if you are visiting dev portal, then it will be dev.test.com. So this page host name will hold the value dev.test.com. So these are kind of variables which are set by GTM. We don't need to worry about how this value is setting up. This is taken care by GTM. So for this particular this particular variable called a lookup table, what we are taking an input variable, a page host name. It will become pretty much clear if when I explain a little bit more. So for now, just assume this page host name will contain dynamic values based on the portal which you are visiting. So if you are visiting on dev, then it will have the URL called dev.test.com. If you are on a stage, then it will have a stage.test.com. Yeah. So once we are set with this, we will add a row. Now for row part, what we will do, just now we have created 3 different data streams, right? So let's go to dev. So we have something called a Steam URL. So we'll copy this host name from here. So I will go to input, and let me copy this measurement ID. So what we are doing here, we are telling GTM, okay, if you got a page host name, so if your page host name is dev.test.com, then this variable should return this particular output. It's simple, what we call a key value pair. Similar process we will repeat for stage. If I go to stage and just copy this host name, add a new row, and copy this measurement ID, okay, paste it. So yeah, so in this way what we are doing, we are just, it's simple way of telling GTM, okay, if I am on a dev portal, then if the host name matches with dev.test.com, then return me this particular value. So our lookup table will give us this particular value. Now finally let's configure for live also. So just copy this host name and then copy this measurement ID. Yeah. Okay, now we are good to go. So this is done, default value. For now we can leave up. Then you can give a name to your table. Let me call this LT for now. Lookup table for short, and click on save. Okay, so you can see a user defined variable named LT. So we are done with this part. So we have defined a variable which will return us the measurement ID whenever it hits a particular URL. So if my page host name is dev.test.com, then the environment variable will return the measurement ID of a particular dev environment. So it's something like, okay, if you hit this dev.test.com, then return me this measurement ID. So this is the basic configuration we have done. So now the main part, we have to configure our tag. So let's go to the tag, go to new tag, configure a tag, G4 configuration. Okay, now this part gets interesting. Now this measurement ID need to be dynamic. So if we are on a stage portal, then it should be different. If you are on a dev, it should be different, and if you are on a live, it should be different. So how we will do it? So right now we just made a variable called LT that will take care of it. So if I go to this plus button, you can see the variable which we defined recently called a LT. So now this Google Analytics, whenever it get fired, it will look the value of this LT variable, and this LT variable will have the value. So if you go to this diagram, you can see that we defined something called a page host name. So whenever Google Analytics fires up, it will look for the measurement ID. Measurement is ID is nothing but where to send, which data stream do I need to send this particular value. So it will try to find the value of LT, and the value of LT we know that just discard for right now, and let's go to variables once again. So if you see this input variable is page host name, so if we are on a stage, it will return this G measurement ID for that particular. So when I go to tag, I create a new tag and I go to configuration. Okay, so in measurement if I choose a LT table, so on the basis of the host name, this measurement ID will be dynamically fetched, and that will result Google Analytics, that will tell Google Analytics to which this particular data belong to which environment, whether it belong to stage, whether it belong to dev, whether it belong to live. So just click on save. Okay, it will ask you to add a trigger. So if you are aware about GTM, then trigger is nothing but when you want to fire a basic tag. So for right now I will select all pages, which is by default. You can customize it later on, and then just let's call it a G4 tag and then save it. Okay, so once you are done with this thing, your setup is complete. Everything is like the setup portion is complete. Just you need to, if I go to overview, so for this thing I'm assuming that you are aware. So right now my container is not published. I'm having this two changes. So I will click on this, called it version 1 LT, and yeah, and publish. So my container is live right now. So for now, if I go to real time, now how you will see what data is being fetched. So if you go to real time, for now, like for this is just a demonstration purpose, if you go to edit, you will see something called add new comparison. From here you will go to something called a stream ID. Okay, right now it's disabled because I have not injected this particular GTM on some of the live websites. So this won't be enabled until and unless this particular stream is receiving some data. So if you go to this thing, it will be more clear. So if I go to analytics, yeah, so I go to data streams, like we have 3 different data streams. So it says no data received in past 40 years. Once this particular stream start receiving data, this option will automatically become enabled, this stream one. And once this become enabled, you can select stream, and then it will ask you to select the sub stream. So there are 3 different stream: dev, stage and live. In this way you will get a comprehensive overview from where the data is coming up. So at the end, the portal will, like this Google Analytics portal will look something similar to this. So showing something is this particular data is being received from stage, this is from live, and this is from dev. So yeah, so in this way, this is an overview. Again, I'm saying if you are not aware about what is GTM and GA, then it will be a bit difficult for you in order to understand the things which I'm explaining. So there are a couple of videos around there. You can first get familiar with GT and GTM and Google Analytics, and then this tutorial can help you out. So if you like this video and you want, like, I should make more content like this, so please subscribe and comment anything, and if you want anything in more description. Yeah, thank you.